Good morning, student. Here we have started the chapter number 3, pair of linear equations in two variables. Now, in earlier lectures that we have studied that how can we find the solution of the given two linear equation by graphically method. Now we have studied that how can we find the linear equation from the given problem, and after then we find the algebraic representation and the graphical representation, and the by drawing the graphical lines we find the solution of both of the linear equation. Now we want to find the solution of the given linear equation by some methods. Let in this lecture there are three type of method to find this solution of given linear equation. Now in this lecture we are going to learn one of the method to find the solution of given linear equations, pair of linear equations. So let we go for that. Here you can see that in previous lecture we have studied graphically a method to find the solution of given linear equation. Now here we are going to find algebraic method of solving a pair of linear equation. So there are three types of algebraic methods. So first one is given by the substituting method. Substitute means we take one value from one equation, and after then we put this value in another equation. Means it is a substituting method. We derive one value from one equation number 1, and after then we take that value and we put it in another equation. This one is known as, means this is a substituting method. What we are doing here, that we are taking value from one equation and substituting this value in another equation, then it is known a substitution method. Second one, it is a elimination method. Means from two linear equation we eliminate one of the one variable from x and y, and after then we find the value of x and y. So means elimination, it is elimination method. And third one is that is a cross multiplication method. We get inform of this method in other lecture. Now in this lecture we are going to study the substitution method. So let how can we get, or how can we solve, how can we find the solution of the given linear equations. So now first method substitution method. Now let me understand it by some example. Here we can find the answer of the given equation and the answer we get. From that we can conclude what type of equation are there, and after then we can say that, or we can find the solution of given linear equations. So now let me start from substitution method. First example is given here. Solve the following pair of equation by substitution method. So here given two linear equation. As you can see here, first one is 7x minus 15 is equal to 2 and x plus 2y is equal to 3. It is equation number 1, equation number 2. Now from both the equation we take one equation, and from that equation we find the value of x, or we make subject x or y, and if we after making the subject x or y, we put this value in equation number 2 or 1, then we get some value and it will be the solution of both the equation. Now here you can see that equation number 1 and equation number 2, here first we note that if there is in both the equation, if there is not given the coefficient of any variable, then we take the equation. Here you can see that equation number 2, x has variable so coefficient 1, so we take this equation. Now what we do, we take equation number 2 and we make x as a subject, and after then we get x is equal to 3 minus 2y, and after getting this value we put it the value in the equation number 1, 7x minus 15y is equal to 2. So let solution. The first step that we are going to follow, step 1, we pick either of the equation and write one variable in terms of the other. Means let us consider the equation number 2, x plus 2y is equal to 3. Now what we will find the value of x, so we have to get this type of equation. X we move 2y on RHS, then we get x is equal to 3 minus 2y. So now we have converted this equation into one variable in the term of another variable. So here we have the value of x is equal to 3 minus 2y. Now we substitute this value in equation number 1. Here we get the equation number 3. It is equation number 3. Now substituting the value of equation number 3 in equation number 1, because we have find this value from equation number 2. So we will not put this value in equation number 2, but we will put this value in the equation number 1. Remember that. So in step 2, what we do? Substitute the value of x in equation number 1. We have derived this value from the equation number 2. So we will not put this value in the equation number 2. But what we do, if we have derived equation the value of x from the equation number 2, then we put it in equation number 1. So we get, now where we find x, then we put 3 minus 2y. 7x, then we put here 7 into in bracket 3 minus 2y bracket close minus 15y is equal to 2. So now after opening this bracket, we multiply both the term. 7 into 3 21 minus 7 2s are 14y minus 15y is equal to 2. Now let me move 21 on the RHS, that it will be minus 21, and then we get minus 19, and here minus 14 and minus 15, that will be equal to minus 29y. So we get the value of y is equal to 19 by 29. So here we have the value y is equal to 19 by 29. It is a algebraic solution of given linear equation. Now here we have the value of y. So if you put this value in the equation number 3, as you can see here, if you put value of y in the equation number 3, then you can find the value of x. So let step number 3, substituting this value of y in equation number 3, we get x is equal to 3 minus 2 into 19 by 29, and after then solving these terms we get 49 by 29. So therefore the solution is x is equal to 49 by 29 and y by 19 by 29. Now we want to say that the given values that we have found here are the solution of given linear equation. How can we say that? So we will put these two values in equation, one of the equation number 1 and equation number 2, and if it's satisfied, then we can say that the given two values are the solution of given linear equations. Verification. Substituting x is equal to 49 by 29 and y is equal to 19 by 29, you can verify that both the equation 1 and 2 are satisfied. If you put x and y in the given equations, then you can find or we can say that both value satisfy the equation number 1 and equation number 2. Now whenever you can find the value of x and y in the form of some terms, as you can here find, so remember that it has a unique solution, means one and only one solution, and we know that which lines have the one and only one or unique solution, that are if both line intersect at one point. If both line intersect at one point, then we get unique solution of the given linear equations. So you can by finding this value, you can say that if we find the value of x and y unique value, as you can see here x and y are unique, so you can say that the both line are intersecting at one point. Which one point? 49.29 comma 19.29. It is a coordinate of the intersecting point of both the line. Now about other line, parallel line and we know that coincident line. So about that, how the solution we can find, and we can say that the both the equation have solution. So now, and we know that if we find the solution, then we can say that these are consistent pair of linear equation. Example number 9. Let us consider example number 2 in section 3.3, that is cost of 2 pencils and 3 erasers is rupees 9, and the cost of 4 pencils and 6 erasers is rupees 18. Find the cost of each pencil and eraser. Now here given problem, as you can see here not given the number of pencil and number of eraser, but the here not given the price or the cost of one pencil and the cost of one eraser. So we want to find the cost of pencil and eraser. So we assume that the cost of one pencil is x and the cost of one eraser is y, and then we get 2x plus 3y is equal to 9, and one another problem that 4x plus 6y is equal to 18, means the total cost of 2 pencil and the total cost of 3 pencil is 9, and also the total cost of 4 pencil and the total cost of 6 pencil is equal to 18, as you can see here. Now what we want to find the cost of one pencil, the cost of one eraser. So let we take two values, we can find algebraic two equation. So let solution, the pair of linear equation formed where, so here we know that if we assume that the cost of one pencil is x and the cost of one eraser is y, then can we find from the first line that 2x plus 3y is equal to 9 and 4x plus 6y is equal to 18. Now we want to find this solution of this equation, so we use the substituting method. Now assuming one of them, by assuming or we put as a subject from one of the equation, here let we take the equation number 1, because the equation in equation number 2 there are large value of coefficient of given x and y. So we take the equation number 1. Here you can see that here given the coefficient of x and y are smaller than the equation number 2. So we take equation number 1. Now we put subject as a x or subject as a y. So here we put the subject as a x, then we can find 2x is equal to 9 minus 3y, and after then x is equal to 9 minus 3y by 2, and after then we put this value in equation number 2. So let step number 2, we first express the value of x in the terms of y from the equation number 2x plus 3y is equal to 9. That we put x as a subject, then we get x is equal to, first we move 3y in a RHS, then we can find 9 minus 3y, and here you can see 2 is a coefficient of x, then it is in multiplication. So if we move it on the RHS, then it will be in the denominator or division. So we can find 9 minus 3y divided by 2. We find the value of x in the terms of y. Now we have equation number 3. What we do in step 3, we put this value in the equation number 2. Now we put the value of x in equation number 1. Is it right? No, because we have derived the value of x from the equation number 1. So we put the value of equation this equation in equation number 2, because we have derived this value from equation number 1, so we have to put this value in equation number 2. So let me put, then we get such type of equation. Now we substitute this value of x in equation number 2 to get whenever we find x, then we put x is equal to 9 minus 3y by 2. Here we can see that after solving this term, here you can see that the value of y is cancelling. Here see minus 6y plus 6y is equal to 18, and after then we get 18 is equal to 18. But we cannot find the value of y. We want to find y is equal to something. Y is equal to something we want to find, but here the variable is vanished, and the answer 18 is equal to 18. It is right. 18 is equal to 18. It is right, as we know that. But we could not find the value of y. So how this is possible? Because here you can see that both the line are same. If you subtract 2 from say equation number 2, then what we get? 2x, after subtracting 2, 3y, and here from 2 then 9. So you can see that both equations are similar to each other. Means this equation, if you draw the line of these two equations, then it will be coincident pair of linear equation. So we know that if the given equation are coincident pair of linear equation, then we get such type of value. Here you can see that here 18 is equal to 18. We find this value because the both equation are of one line. So both equation is coincident line. So at last we get such type of equation, equals equation. So this statement is true for all values of y. However, we do not get specific value of y as a solution. Therefore, we cannot obtain specific value of x. This situation has arisen because of both given equation are the same. Therefore, equation number 1 and equation number 2 have infinitely many solutions. As we know that if the two lines are coincident line, then we can say that it has a infinite many solution, as we know that. Observe that we have obtained the same solution graphically also, as is shown in figure number 3 section 3.2. We cannot find a unique cost of pencil and eraser because there are many common solutions to the given situation. So if you cannot find a unique solution but infinite solution, so both the line are coincident line, and we know that if we find the solution of any equation, then the equation are consistent pair of linear equation. So at last we can find 18 equal to 18, 17 equal to 17, or 5 by 2 equal to 5 by 2. Then we can say that both lines have a infinite many solution. Now about third possibility. Example number 10. Let us consider the example number 3 of section 3.3. Will the rails cross each others? So now from example number 3, there is two equation as given here. X plus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0 and 2x plus 4y minus 12 is equal to 0. Now we take the value from equation number 1 and we put it in equation number 2. So we express x in terms of y. From equation number 1 we get x is equal to 4 minus 2y as we know. Now let me put this value equation number 3 in the equation number 2. We get, now substituting this value from of x in equation number 2, we get 2 into 4 minus 2y plus 4y minus 12 is equal to 0. After that 8 minus 12 is equal to 0 and minus 4 is equal to 0, which is not possible. Minus 4 does not equal to 0. So which is false. Why this happens? In previous example we find 18 is equal to 18, but it is possible. 18 is equal to 18, it is possible, but we cannot find the value of y and x. Why? Because there are infinite many solution of that two linear equation. But here you can see that you can find such type of value. Minus 4 is equal to 0, which is not possible. Why this happens? Because therefore the equation do not have the common solution, so the two rails will not cross each other. Means both lines are parallel to each other. What we can say that both lines are parallel to each other and it has not solution, so we can say that it is a inconsistent pair of linear equation. So by this way we can solve, we take one value from any of one equation and after that we substitute. What we are doing is substituting the one value from in another equation. So this method is known as a substituting method. Here we see three example. First, that we find one solution, that is it gives that the both, if we draw the graph of both line, then we can find one intersecting point. In example number 2, we find 18 is equal to 80, means both the line are coincident line, so it has infinite solution. And after this equation we find the minus 4 is equal to 0, means it is not possible, so we cannot find the value the solution of given equation, because both lines are parallel to each other, so we cannot find the common solution of given equations. Now so we solve exercise number 3.3. There are some example related to this method, so let me solve it. Solve the following pair of linear equation by the substituting method. Here we take some example and after that remaining example you have to solve. So first given example number 2, s minus t is equal to 3. Here in these two equation there is given s and t and it is also variables. We take x and y as a variable, but here in these linear equations we take s and t as a variable. So s minus t is equal to 3 and s by 3 plus t by 2 is equal to 6. There is equation number 1, equation number 2. Solution. From 1 we obtain s is equal to t plus 3 from equation number 1. It is equation number 1. So we take the value of s. So we find s is equal to t plus 3. So now what we do? We substitute the value. Substituting this value in equation number 2, we get what we get. We put s as t minus t plus 3 by 3 plus t by 2 is equal to 6. Now here you can see here in denominator there are 2, 3 and 2. So we take the LCM of 2 and 3, that is 6. So we multiplied 2 here and 3 here. So we get 2 into t plus 3 plus 2t by 2 into 3, that is 6, is equal to 6. Now after multiplying 2 into in this bracket, then we get 2t plus 6 plus 2t is equal to, here we move 6 on the RHS, then we get 36. So after then we get this type of equation, 2t plus 6 plus 3t, sorry here given 3t, sorry 3t. So 3t is equal to 36, and then 2t plus 3t, that is 5t, and 6, if you move 6 here, then 36 minus 6, that is equal to 30. Then we get the value of t is equal to 6, as you can see here. So we have the value of t, so we put it in equation number 3, then we get s is equal to 9, so that the value of both the linear equation s is equal to 9 and t is equal to 6, and here you can find the unique solution of s and t. So you can say that the both the line intersecting at one point s and t 9,6, and it is a coordinate of the given line. So now example number 5 from the first example, square root 2x plus square root 3y is equal to 0, and square root 3x minus square root 8y is equal to 0. Now here given two equations, solution. So we take equation number 1, equation number 2. We now from the equation number 1 we take the value of x. So we get such type of value, x is equal to minus 3y by 2. How can you find this value? From the equation number 1, root 2 x is equal to, we move 3y on the other side, then it is plus, then we get root 3y as a minus, and we want to find the value of x, then x is equal to minus square root 3y by square root 2, and here you can see that in equation number 3. Now we put this value in equation number 2, then we get, substituting this value in the equation number 2, we obtain, here we put the value of x, root 3 into root 3, that is 3 y divided by root 2, and here you can write root 8 in the form of 2 into root 2. Why? How can root 8 is equal to, we know that it is a multiplication of 4 and 2. So we can take the square root of 4, then we can put it in out of the square root, then we can find 2 root 2, and we put this value here. So here y is common, so we take y, and in bracket here, if we move this bracket on the RHS, then 0 divided by this is in multiplication in y, then we can find here minus 3 root 2 minus 2 root 2, and we know that if the numerator of any term is 0, then it will be equal to 0. So we get the value of y is equal to 0. If we put this value in any of equation, then we get x is equal to 0. So substituting this value in equation number 3, we get x is equal to 0. So it is a this line passing through the origin. Now example number 2, solve 2x plus 3y is equal to 11 and 2x minus 4y is equal to minus 24, and hence find the value of m from which y is equal to mx plus 3. Now it is a equation of a line. Remember that it is the equation of line. Y is equal to mx plus 3y, and it is a slope. M is a slope of line. It is a slope of line. So we want to find the value of m. First, here we are given here two equation. So we find the solution of x and y from both equation by substituting method. Solution: equation number 1, equation number 2. Now from equation number 1 we take the value of x, then we can find 11 minus 3y divided by 2, and it is equation number 3. Now substituting equation number 3 in equation number 2, then we get, substituting this value in equation number 2, we obtain 2 into 11 minus 3y by 2 is equal minus 4y is equal to minus 24. 2 will be cancelled. Here you can see that 2 and 2 are in denominator, 2 will be cancelled. Then 11 minus 3y minus 4y is equal to minus 24. Then minus 7y is equal to minus 35, because we move 11 on RHS, then it will be minus. Then minus 24 minus 11, that is minus 35. So y is equal to 5. It is equation number 4. It is the value of y, and we know that if you put equation number 4 in equation number 3, then we get the value of x, as you can see here. Putting this value in equation number 3, we obtain x is equal to 11 minus 3 into 5 divided by 2 is equal to minus 4 upon 2 is equal to minus 2. Hence the value of x is equal to minus 2 and value of y is equal to 5. Now here we want to find the value of m. So we have to know we have to given the value of x and y. So we know that the value of x and y, as we have found here. So we put this value in equation number, given equation of line, and then we get also y is equal to mx plus 3 is equal to 5 minus 5 is equal to minus 2m plus 3. Then at last we get m is equal to minus 1. It is a slope of given line. Now example number 3. Form the pair of linear equation for the following problems and find their solution by substituting method. Here we are given some problems, and after then we solve, we find the algebraic representation of both the problem, and we find the value of x and y by substituting method. Here given fifth sub example, as you can see here, a fraction becomes 9 by 11. A fraction becomes 9 by 11 if 2 is added to both the numerator and the denominator. Here we know that a fraction is given by x by y. Fraction is given by x by y, as we know that. Here read first line. A fraction becomes 9 by 11. This equals 9 by 11 when this fraction becomes 9 by 11, but when if 2 is added to both numerator and denominator, means if we add x means numerator here in 2 and also here 2, then it will equal to 9 by 11. So it will be equation number 1, x plus 2 divided by y plus 2 is equal to 9 by 11. Now about second one, if 3 is added to both the numerator and denominator, then it becomes 5 by 6. Means x, y, it is a fraction, and it will be 5 by 6 when if added 3 in numerator and denominator, means x plus 3 and x plus y plus 3, then it will equal to 5 by 6. So it is equation number 2. So here The given for the given problem we have algebraic expression as we have can see here. So let solution. Let the number numerator of the fraction be x and the denominator of fraction be y. Then the required fraction is x by y. Therefore, from the given data, we can find we can get following pair of equation: x plus 2 as we add 2 in numerator and denominator is then the equation 9 by 11. Now we find cross multiplication. 11 if you we multiply 11 in the numerator here and the denominator of this part we multiply here, then we get so that 11 into x plus 2y x plus 2 is equal to 9 into y plus 2. After multiplying 11x plus 22 is equal to 9y is equal to 18 plus 18, then we get 11x minus 9y is equal to minus 4 is the first linear equation. Now about second one, derived from the data. Similarly, if we put or if we add 3 in numerator and denominator, then we get the fraction as 5 by 6. Now again cross multiplication, 6 will be here and y plus 3 will be here. 6x plus 18 is equal to 5y plus 15. Then we get 6 minus 5y is equal to minus 3 is the second linear equation derived from the data. Hence, the required pair of linear equation is given here: 11x minus 9y is equal to minus 4 and 6x plus 5y is equal to minus 3 as given equation number 1 and equation number 2. Now we can see here we want to find the solution of x and y. So third means numerator and we want to find the fraction numerator and denominator. So we take equation number 3. We find the value of equation from the equation number 3 the value of x and we substitute in equation number 1, then we get from equation number 2 we get x is equal to 5y minus 3 upon 6. Substituting x is equal to 5y minus 3 upon 6 in equation number 1, we get after putting this value, at last you can find y is equal to 9, means the value of y is equal to 9, means it is the denominator. Now we put the value of 9 in the equation number here, equation number 3. Y is equal to 9 in equation, x is equal to 5y in 5y minus 3 by 6, we get x is equal to 7 at last. So here the value, the required fraction is 7 by 9. Now put this value 7 by 9 in both the equation number 1 and 2, and at last you can find that both fraction are same and you can verify it by yourself. 5 years hence means it is a problem of age related problem. 5 years hence the age of Jacob will be the 3 times that of his son. Means we have to assume age of Jacob and age of his son. So we take the age of Jacob as x as a present. We first have to know the age of Jacob and age of his son of present. So here the present age of Jacob is x and the present age of his son is y. So 5 years hence the age of Jacob will be 3 times 10 of his son, and 5 years ago Jacob age was 7 times that his son, means 5 years hence means in future. 5 years hence means both we get, if we have to add 5 in both in both the x and y, then we get it is a age of Jacob in future and it is the age of his son in future. Now what is say, the age of Jacob will be the 3 times 10 of his son, means is equal to 3 times age of his son. It is equation number 1. We find from it. And 5 years ago means x minus 5 is equal to y minus 5. What he said? Jacob age was 7th times, means here multiplication we get set 7. So it is equation number 2. By this way we can find x and y by using substituting method, and then we find their present ages, means x, value of x and value of y. Solution. Let the present age of Jacob be x years and the present age of his son be y years. 5 years hence the age of Jacob will be x plus 5 and years, and the age of his son will be 5 plus y plus 5 years. Then from the given data, x plus 5 is equal to 3 times y plus 5, means that the age of Jacob is 3 times 10 of his son. Then x plus 5 is equal to 3y plus 15. Then we get x minus 3y is equal to 10. Again, 5 years ago the age of Jacob was x minus 5, because we have to subtract 5 years from age of Jacob, and the age of his son was y minus 5 years. Then from the data we get x minus 5 is 7 times 10 y minus 5, means the age of 5 years ago the age of Jacob is 7 times then age of his son at that time. Then we get x minus 7y is equal to minus 13. So it is equation number 1 and equation number 2. So hence the required pair of linear equations is as follow: x minus 3y is equal to 10 and x minus 7y is equal to minus 30. From equation number 2 we get x is equal to 7y minus 30. Substituting x is equal to 7y minus 30 in equation number 1, we get 7y minus 30 minus 3y is equal to 10. Therefore 4y is equal to 40. After then y is equal to 10. Substituting y is equal to 10 in x is equal to 7y minus 30, we get x is equal to minus 14. Means hence the present age of Jacob and his son are 14 years and 10 years respectively. So we get age of Jacob and his son is we can find from the problem by using the linear equation in 2 variables. So we can solve any problem given in such a way, then we can find the value of x and y or the unknown value of given any problem. By this way you can solve examples number 1 in main example 1, and in sub example there are given sub example 1, 3 and 4. In example number 3 there are given 1, 2, 3 and 4 are similar to this type of example. Solve it by yourself, and if you can have any doubt then you can ask me.